Okay for you?
Yeah.
So do you want me to just keep bucking? I can buck it, firewood. I'll just buck until I run out of gas, and that'll get me up there.
Or give you longer section and just roll it up.
just made an amazing wedge banger and it broke. And I'm trying to figure out why. You know what I mean? Like, why? Why did it break? Hey, Armani. Oh, there's Brian. Where's my glasses, friends? There they are. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a biker. It's a biker. Hi, Brian. Well, oh yeah. So he phoned me. I was down the road cutting for Lisa there. And he calls me and he says, well, he called me, I think, before I went to Bunyan. No. Anyways, around there. So this here is more of the balsam. But friends, these balsam are big and old. Look at this. Almost looks like fir bark. Look at that. Like that could almost pass as fir bark. Looking at that, right? Like, it's not fir, Brian. It's balsam. It's balsam. They're both balsam. And they're both dead. Look at this. Look, is that sawdust you were showing me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beetle. Look at this. Just annihilated it. Look at this.
What I'm looking at is it's leaning funny, right? It's going that way.
Oh, it's leaning funny, all right. But I can get it to go in there, Brian.
Is it still good firewood, that one?
Well,
Maybe.
it's, yeah. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't have the heat the fir does. It has about 20, I think about 20 BT. It's fine. I mean, it'll burn.
Yeah, because it will burn if it's new, right?
Yeah, and you get it dry and burn it the first season. Like, don't let it sit around.
Yeah. Put them in the shed.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they're big, friends, and they're skanky. And he's got a hydro line actually right there. Right there. But, you know something, Brian? I think I can get that if we get it soon. I think we can actually, if I stand behind the lean, yeah, it is. It's leaning over there, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. But I still think I can get it to go there.
Because it's got that thing in the way, too.
Yeah, well, I would just go up high a bit. I would just do it there. But I don't want to put it through there. I could definitely put it through there. And that would keep it off the driveway. But the only thing about that is, you know what would be cool is if we could snap that dead. But we don't want to do that because there's another one there you got an issue with in there. I'd like to get it too. That great big one. Oh, it's horrible, actually. And it's got a school arm on it. Look at this, friends. This is a beautiful forest in here, but these balsams are just creating a problem. Look at that one. Look at that. Can you guys see the wound? Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's got... Like, so that one's... Oh, look at that. It's got a great big huge school arm top in it. Oh dear. Well, let me look at this real quick, Brian. Oh, it's got the sawdust on it, Brian. There it is. Is this a buried dog here or something? You got a dog grave here or something? Some river rock there, Brian. You got some field stone there. Look at that.
Yeah, I got that, and I got all these.
Well, didn't I bring a bunch of that in?
Somebody, well, I got a couple of those. I can't remember now.
Yeah, yeah, no, this is the same deal. But this one is literally gnarly. Look at this thing. There's an arbutus, madrone. Healthiest.
There's a dead cedar over there too. That it's not big, but
Oh my goodness, that thing is disgusting and tall, friends. Like, I'm talking. Wow. Look at this freaking beetle. It's just relentless. And then there's the fir right beside it, solid as a bone. Right? Yeah, this is not pretty, this one. But, you know, to be honest, Brian, I mean, as far as falling it, I mean, it doesn't really scare me. I mean, I can get it to go. It's going to be messy, but it will go. It'll go through there. Yeah, and then we just cut it off. But then what that allows me to do is bring this one through without shooting really hard. And try and save out the arbutus right there. You know what I'm saying? So lots of work here. We got to get these before the winter too, because they just won't last the winter storms. We get 2 or 3 winter storms here a year, and they seem to be getting a little worse. Where?
The one that's on the side of the driveway.
Oh yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
So check out this. This is Brian's old growth. This thing is nuts. Look at this thing. It's about 3 times the size of any tree on the property. It's got root rot terribly, but it still stands there. Look at the big conch on it right there, friends. Look at that. This thing's gnarly. Yeah. This is actually a really nice forest out here in Yellow Point. It's an old growth right there. You don't get many of them. Good morning. I hope you're well. Oh, yeah, what do you do? You know, what do you do? Hey, Bruce McCormick. I really enjoy watching your videos, and I'm learning a lot from them as well. I recently started using a chainsaw again after several years' absence, though I had to get a Cobalt 40 volt 14-inch chainsaw from a pawn shop because it was cheaper, $100, and it looked almost new. You know what? Here's the deal. Here's how I think about this. The power saw is such a glorious thing. Friends, all I can tell you, you know my story. There's 100 ways to skin the cat. But I'm telling you, the power saw brings such joy, has always brought joy to me. It's a simple, dangerous, very versatile is the word I'm looking for. It is a versatile tool used by construction workers, electricians, landscapers, obviously loggers, tree guys. It's such a revolutionary, spectacular tool, and it brings the joy to my heart. So if you're struggling as a human being, if something's wrong and you find yourself wanting to poke at others to make yourself feel relevant or feel better about being you, take a look at things. Take a look at things. I remember years ago, I found myself in a really negative state. And I was like, look at that guy, he doesn't know what he's doing, or what's that idiot doing, or this, that. Do you know what I mean? This mentality. But you know, it was an amazing situation. And I was so present in my life at the time that I remember it happening. I remember when I started to get to know myself and started to like myself a bit. Because I had no reason to like myself in the past, friends. I had done things to induce a feeling of worthlessness or not, just I was not being a good guy. But when I started to try harder to be a better human and realized that the big fella created us all equal and that it was up to me to kind of get, do a little bit of self-exploration, and started to realize that I wasn't a bad dude. You know what I mean? And the things I had done could be forgiven instantly, and that integrity could be mine. And that another thing I realized is that honesty, you know what I mean? Honesty without compassion, maybe towards others, was hurtful. I didn't have, my opinion didn't matter. It didn't matter what I thought or whatever. So I stopped. I'm talking years ago. I'm talking years and years ago, over 25. I stopped and putting my opinion in there. It doesn't matter. I know my opinion doesn't matter. I chuckle at myself, actually. So on YouTube, of course, everybody's opinion matters. It's amazing. And so if you're not feeling good about yourself and you find yourself kind of doing that thing where you're looking to others to make yourself feel better and poking at others, maybe take a peek, get in tune, get a little shot in tune with the big feller, however you see that, and
And he loves you, and you love you. So we all love you. This love is the key to everything, is what I see. It just is. There's more love. Is going to be, but it starts at home, right? It starts here. You know, it doesn't, for me, I can only speak for me. And again, this is my opinion, so it doesn't really matter to anybody but me. So, anyways, my wife and I are getting moving here. I'm just getting a video out to you guys. Tom Joyner, I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. I like shouting out a couple people right away. This guy here, Thomas Davis. Thomas Davis says, I like this show. It's like Dan Aykroyd, the lumberjack. Now that is funny because Dan Aykroyd, I've been called Dan Aykroyd. I have been, and that is funny, and that is a compliment. I love it. Howdy, sir. Keith Ferris says, howdy, sir. Just an old broken vet wanting to say I enjoy your videos. Stay safe, brother. What a nice fella. These compliments mean a lot. You'll see me in the comment section, friends, like crazy. This means something to me. It always has. You get the negative stuff. You get that just comes with life. But I'm intelligent enough to know that it's not me. It's them, right? That's life, friends. My boy comes into my rescue once in a while. You'll see him in there. You'll see him. He comes in and it's my dad. You know, I love it. That's great. I love it. But friends, I've told people years ago, don't come to my rescue. Please. It feels good. It does, but don't come to my rescue. Just know that, you know, it's yeah. This channel will not just be cutting. It won't be. It'll be my opinions because it's my channel. So if you want to hear some of the stuff, just keep tuning in. One thing I do know is I love you. I do. I love you. I may not like you. I may not like you, but I do love you. It's easier to love you than like you sometimes. Friends, over and out. Work hard. Be honest. My wife's squawkling in the background with one of her friends. Squawkling is the new word of the day. I'll catch you on the next one. Be kind. Take the high road.